And welcome to Chapter 2 of this tutorial. In this chapter, we start to talk about creating the security framework. And to start this discussion, I want to try to identify a few of your security guideposts, kind of the foundation upon which you implement your security design goals. So this will help you hopefully put more of a concrete definition on something that is a very vague topic, an ambiguous topic, which is just security in general. What is security, or what is making something secure? Well, it's different things to different people, and it's always situational. And that's why so much of this course doesn't deal with actual button pushing, because the answer to any type of correct designing security is depends. What's secure? Well, depends. Depends on what we need to secure and what system it happens to live on. Well, here are some of the guideposts. No matter what security you're designing, whether something is very secure or not very secure, you'll make decisions based on these security guideposts. One of these guideposts is authentication, and this is how a security principal proves their identity to the network. You most typically see an example of authentication at logon time. That's when you supply a password, but a password is just one type of authentication mechanism. You can use smart cards and digital certificates as well to prove that you are who you say you are. Once you do that, then another guidepost is authorization. And authorization is the process that defines what a security principal can do, a user, a group, a computer, sometimes a process, once it has been authenticated. And this is usually defined or implemented through an access control list. So authorization says to the sales group, they get read and write access to the list of products that's held on a file server, for example. Another guidepost that you'll design your security around is you'll make decisions about confidentiality. And when you implement confidentiality, or this concept, is that you keep private information private. And this is most commonly implemented through encryption of data. Other guideposts include data integrity. The integrity concept is where you keep information from being changed unless a user is authorized to do so, and so then you can implement this with your access control list to make sure that changes aren't accidentally made to your data. But you can also do this sometimes as data leaves a network through the use of IPsec. And then finally, another concept, another guidepost is the guidepost of non-repudiation, which is a tough thing to say 5 times in a row. But this concept links a security principal, a user, a group, for example, to a piece of data or an activity. And so you can implement this certainly with auditing, but you can also implement this with public and private key technologies. And the use of public and private key technologies can include digital certificates, and this would be another example of non-repudiation. If I sign something with a digital certificate, then that piece of information, that transaction, my credit card number, could only have come from me. And so that is another security guidepost that will help you design your security infrastructure. And so we'll talk about these things throughout this entire chapter, some more implementation steps.